Hey, this is Paul with Collector's Escape. We're going to be talking about books today, and I wanted to take a moment to share and direct other book lovers to a great YouTube book channel that's out there that we really enjoy. And it's Gary Lovisi, and we're going to put the link down below. But one of the things I like about his channel is when he has a huge library of books. He does great on educating people and just really good people. And so we're going to put that down below and share that out. And we're going to do that with other YouTube channels that love books and book collecting and collecting in general. We want to help grow our channel. We want you to subscribe. Please leave your comments below. Hit the icon so you get notified. But we also want to grow other book channels on YouTube. Now today we're going to talk about another great author that I've discovered as I build our master library. And I find that the more I study authors out there, the more great authors I find, the more connections I find between those authors and other great authors, whether it's collaborations they've done together or whether it's great ideas they had maybe earlier in time and then somebody else will pick it up and improve it. We're all doing that, whether you're a writer or a collector. We tend to build and spin off and make our own from things we've seen. And the author that I want to talk about today was Gordon R Dixon. And Gordon R Dixon may be a big name to you if you're a book collector. He was put into the Science Fiction and Fantasy Hall of Fame in 2001. He was a Canadian-American writer. He had a long list of great books, and we have purchased quite a few to put in the master library here. We'll get them all because they're awesome. And I wanted to share some of the artistry of the book covers. This first one is Sleepwalkers World. And of course, this is a DAW book. And every time you get a DAW book cover, you're going to get something very, very cool. Here's the Space Swimmers. Another very interesting book. And I always love these sort of dynasty science fiction, naked to the stars. I love these dynasty science fiction book covers. There's the little monkey boy and the people in the back. A very, very interesting synopsis. Very, very interesting plot here. Here's another one entitled None But Man. And Gordon R. Dixon was writing for a long time, going back to the 60s, certainly all through the 60s. This sort of, my daughter thought that was a dog. I thought that was a bear nose on here. And it is Spacepaw from Gordon R. Dixon. And I want to share with you an interesting piece of information you can take as educational. This book here is called Woofling. And if you notice on this book, there is like a sword here. And Gordon R. Dixon wrote this book in 1969. Got a call there. I had to shut that off. In 1969, and this is the pre-runner to the lightsaber that George Lucas would pull out later. George Lucas said he was an average science fiction writer, and these were swords in here that they fought with. And I don't think there's any doubt that Gordon R. Dixon in 1969 wrote a story that caught George Lucas's attention. He thought, how can I increase and improve upon this version of the lightsaber that wasn't coined that at the time. Here's another awesome, The R Master, another awesome book, and another awesome piece of cover art. Sleepwalkers World. This cover, it just caught my attention. I thought, wow. So he wrote a lot of different kinds of stories, a lot of different and he had Daw Publishing on several of his books. Mutants is just an awesome looking cover, almost a Monty Python looking cover of science fiction. The Sleepwalkers World, another copy. I don't usually get dual covers. I try not to because of the thousands of books we are putting in this library. You find out you still have limited space. And the Eye Pritcher Mass, another awesome kind of dystopian fantasy-like books. I find it amazing. Comment below if you know this author, if you've read his work, and if you've seen the correlation between the lightsaber from Star Wars and from Woofling. I'd love to gain more information and more of your thoughts on these very interesting books. And remember, if you want to get awesome classic pulp fiction shirts, masks, hoodies, gaiters, all these awesome things, we have them at below in the below link. And I'm also going to leave the link to one of my books that I have on the back of my shirt, which is entitled Last Meal. It is a historical thriller horror based on the Bloody Benders. Have you heard of the Bloody Benders? You want to check it out. My name is Paul for Collector's Escape. We'll be talking to you soon about more cool things to collect.